Did you hear what happened to Gerald last Tuesday? An 83-year-old grandfather of five who exercised 3 times a week and never smoked a day in his life suddenly collapsed in his kitchen while preparing his morning breakfast. His wife found him on the floor, barely conscious, and called 911. The paramedics rushed him to the hospital, where doctors were shocked to discover the likely cause: the very food sitting in his pantry right now. Foods that you probably have in your kitchen at this very moment. Foods that millions of seniors consume every single day without realizing the damage they're doing to their bodies. Foods that could be silently destroying your health right now as you watch this video. What's most frightening is that these foods are often marketed as healthy options or convenient staples that we've been told are perfectly fine to eat. The food industry doesn't want you to know the truth about what these products are really doing to your body, especially as you age. But today, I'm going to reveal these 7 deadly foods that might be hiding in your pantry right now. More importantly, I'll share the simple swaps and solutions that could literally save your life. These are small, seemingly harmless changes to your diet that could transform your health and potentially add years to your life. Think about it. Wouldn't you want to know if something you're eating every day is putting you at risk? Wouldn't you want to protect yourself and your loved ones from these hidden dangers? That's exactly why this information is so crucial. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's dive into these 7 deadly foods that could be in your pantry right now and what you can do to protect yourself. Number 1, canned soups. They seem innocent enough. A quick, easy meal that reminds you of comfort food from your childhood. But here's the shocking truth: many canned soups contain dangerously high levels of sodium, sometimes more than 900 milligrams in a single serving. That's nearly half your recommended daily intake in just one small bowl. For seniors, this excess sodium can be particularly dangerous. It drastically raises your blood pressure, putting immense strain on your heart and blood vessels. Over time, this can lead to hypertension, heart disease, and even stroke. Take Martha, a 76-year-old who loved having canned soup for lunch almost every day. She thought she was making a healthy choice until her doctor discovered her blood pressure had skyrocketed to dangerous levels. After multiple tests, they identified her beloved soups as the likely culprit. The sodium was silently damaging her cardiovascular system with every spoonful. But here's the good news: you don't have to give up the convenience and comfort of soup. Instead, look for low sodium options, which typically contain at least 25% less sodium than regular versions. Even better, make a big batch of homemade soup on the weekend and freeze individual portions. This way, you control exactly what goes into your body. Think about it. Isn't your heart health worth those few extra minutes of preparation? Making this one simple change could dramatically reduce your risk of cardiovascular problems and help maintain healthy blood pressure levels. Number 2, margarine and vegetable shortening. For decades, many of us were told that margarine was healthier than butter. The food industry marketed it as the heart-healthy alternative. But what they didn't tell us was the truth about trans fats, the dangerous artificial fats created during the manufacturing process of many margarines and vegetable shortenings. These trans fats are particularly harmful for seniors because they simultaneously raise your bad cholesterol, LDL, while lowering your good cholesterol, HDL. This double whammy effect significantly increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, and other cardiovascular problems. Even worse, trans fats promote inflammation throughout the body, which can exacerbate arthritis and joint pain, issues many seniors already struggle with. Robert, age 79, had been using margarine for over 40 years, believing he was making the healthier choice. After suffering a mild heart attack, his cardiologist explained how the trans fats in his daily margarine had been contributing to his arterial plaque buildup all those years. Robert was shocked. He'd been unknowingly damaging his heart while thinking he was protecting it. The solution is simple: switch to olive oil whenever possible, or choose grass fed butter in moderation. If you must use margarine, look for brands that specifically state zero trans fats and avoid any product listing partially hydrogenated oils in the ingredients. Here's why it matters. Making this simple swap could dramatically reduce inflammation in your body and improve your cholesterol profile, potentially lowering your risk of heart disease by up to 20%, according to some studies. Isn't your heart worth this small change? If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. Number 3, processed baked goods. Those packaged muffins, cookies, and snack cakes sitting in your pantry might seem like innocent treats, but they're hiding a deadly secret. Most commercial baked goods are loaded with refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and a laundry list of artificial preservatives, a combination that's particularly dangerous for seniors. These processed treats cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, which is especially problematic for older adults who are more susceptible to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Over time, these sugar spikes can damage blood vessels, nerves, and vital organs. And that's not even mentioning the empty calories that contribute to weight gain and increased strain on aging joints. Consider what happened to Dorothy, a 68-year-old grandmother who enjoyed packaged cookies with her afternoon tea every day. When she was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, her doctor explained how those daily treats had been gradually damaging her body's ability to process sugar. What seemed like a harmless daily pleasure had contributed to a serious chronic condition. But this doesn't mean you can never enjoy a sweet treat again. The solution is simpler than you might think. Try baking your own treats using whole grain flours, natural sweeteners like applesauce or mashed bananas, and healthy fats like olive oil. You'll control exactly what goes into your body while still satisfying your sweet tooth. Or, even easier, swap those processed snacks for a piece of fresh fruit with a small handful of nuts. You'll get the sweetness you crave along with valuable fiber, vitamins, and healthy fats that actually support your body instead of harming it. Think about it. Isn't your long-term health worth more than the momentary convenience of these processed foods? Making this switch could help stabilize your blood sugar, maintain a healthy weight, and potentially reduce your risk of developing type 2 diabetes by up to 30%. Number 4, processed meats. Those convenient packages of bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and deli meats might make meal preparation easier, but they're hiding a dangerous secret. Processed meats are preserved with nitrates and nitrites, compounds that can form potentially cancer-causing agents in your body, especially when exposed to high heat during cooking. For seniors, this risk is particularly concerning. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at repairing DNA damage caused by these compounds. The World Health Organization has actually classified processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, the same category as tobacco smoking and asbestos exposure. James, age 74, had been eating deli meat sandwiches for lunch nearly every day for decades. When he was diagnosed with colorectal cancer, his oncologist explained how his daily processed meat consumption may have contributed to his condition. What seemed like a simple, convenient lunch choice had potentially played a role in a life-threatening illness. The solution doesn't mean giving up meat entirely. Instead, choose fresh, unprocessed meats like chicken breast, fish, or lean cuts of beef and pork. If you do purchase deli meats occasionally, look for varieties labeled nitrate-free or uncured, though even these should be consumed in moderation. For sandwiches, consider alternatives like fresh roasted turkey or chicken that you prepare at home, tuna made with olive oil, or even plant-based options like hummus with vegetables. These choices provide protein without the dangerous preservatives. Here's why it matters. Studies suggest that reducing processed meat consumption can lower your colorectal cancer risk by up to 20%. Isn't your health worth making this simple switch? If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're here. Number 5. Artificial sweeteners. Many seniors turn to artificial sweeteners as a way to reduce sugar consumption, especially those managing diabetes or trying to lose weight. Those little packets of sweetener in your pantry or the diet sodas in your refrigerator might seem like smart choices, but they could actually be causing more harm than good. Research increasingly suggests that artificial sweeteners may disrupt the beneficial bacteria in your gut, what scientists call your microbiome. This is particularly concerning for seniors, as a healthy gut microbiome becomes even more crucial as we age, playing vital roles in immune function, nutrient absorption, and even mental health. Even more alarming, some studies indicate that artificial sweeteners may actually increase insulin resistance and glucose intolerance, the very conditions many seniors are trying to avoid by using these products in the first place. Consider Ellen, a 70-year-old who used artificial sweeteners in everything: her coffee, tea, and even her baking. She was diagnosed with severe digestive issues that her gastroenterologist connected to disruptions in her gut bacteria. After eliminating artificial sweeteners, many of her symptoms improved within weeks. The solution is to gradually retrain your taste buds to appreciate less sweetness overall. Start by cutting the amount of sweetener you use in half. Then gradually reduce it further. Experiment with natural flavor enhancers like cinnamon, vanilla extract, or fresh fruit to add sweetness without harmful chemicals. If you do need a sweetener, consider small amounts of natural options like raw honey, maple syrup, or stevia leaf, not the highly processed stevia products. Remember, the goal isn't to find a perfect sugar substitute. It's to reduce your dependence on sweetness overall. Think about it. Isn't your long-term gut health and metabolic function worth more than the momentary pleasure of artificially sweetened foods? Making this change could potentially improve your digestive health, strengthen your immune system, and even help stabilize your blood sugar levels naturally. Number 6. Vegetable oils. Those bottles of vegetable oil, corn oil, or soybean oil in your pantry have been marketed as heart-healthy alternatives to animal fats for decades. But emerging research suggests these highly processed oils may actually be contributing to chronic inflammation throughout your body, a particular concern for seniors already dealing with inflammatory conditions like arthritis or heart disease. Most vegetable oils are extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. While we need some omega-6s, the typical American diet provides far too many compared to anti-inflammatory omega-3s. This imbalance creates a pro-inflammatory state in the body that can worsen joint pain, cognitive decline, and cardiovascular problems, all common concerns for seniors. Take Harold, age 77, who suffered from debilitating joint pain despite taking multiple medications. When his doctor suggested reducing inflammatory vegetable oils and increasing anti-inflammatory fats, Harold was skeptical but willing to try. Within 3 months, his joint pain had decreased so significantly that he was able to reduce his medication dosage with his doctor's approval. The solution is simple. Replace processed vegetable oils with olive oil, avocado oil, or small amounts of grass-fed butter. These fats contain either beneficial monounsaturated fats or a healthier balance of fatty acids. For cooking at higher temperatures, avocado oil is particularly good as it has a higher smoke point than olive oil. Here's why it matters. Reducing inflammatory oils could potentially decrease chronic inflammation throughout your body, potentially improving joint pain, cognitive function, and even heart health. Isn't your comfort and quality of life worth the simple pantry swap? If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please Comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Number 7. Refined grain products. Those white rice packages, pasta boxes, and white breads in your pantry might seem like pantry staples, but they could be silently damaging your health. Refined grains have had their bran and germ removed, stripping away fiber, vitamins, and minerals, leaving little more than quickly digested carbohydrates that spike blood sugar. For seniors, these blood sugar spikes are particularly dangerous. They increase the risk of insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, and can even contribute to cognitive decline. Some researchers now refer to Alzheimer's disease as type 3 diabetes because of the strong connection between blood sugar regulation and brain health. Additionally, refined grains lack the fiber that's crucial for digestive health in seniors. This can lead to constipation, diverticulosis, and disruptions to gut bacteria that become increasingly problematic as we age. Consider Margaret, age 81, who struggled with chronic constipation and sluggish energy levels. Her doctor suggested replacing the refined grains in her diet with whole grain alternatives. Within just 2 weeks, her digestive issues improved dramatically, and she noticed more consistent energy throughout the day, without the crashes she had experienced before. The solution is straightforward. Replace refined grain products with their whole grain counterparts. Choose brown rice instead of white, whole wheat pasta instead of regular, and whole grain breads with at least 3 grams of fiber per serving. If you're gluten sensitive, options like quinoa, buckwheat, and oats provide whole grains without gluten. Make the transition gradual. Start by mixing brown and white rice together, then slowly increase the proportion of brown rice as your taste buds adjust. The same approach works well for pasta. Think about it. Isn't your brain health, energy level, and digestive comfort worth this simple change? Studies suggest that increasing whole grain consumption can reduce your risk of type 2 diabetes by up to 32% and may help preserve cognitive function as you age. Let's recap these 7 deadly foods that might be hiding in your pantry right now. 1. Canned soups with their dangerous sodium levels. 2. Margarine y vegetales con infartos transfatos. 3. Processed baked goods loaded with refined sugars and preservatives. 4. Processed meats with cancer-causing nitrates. 5. Artificial sweeteners that disrupt gut health and metabolism. 6. Vegetable oils that promote chronic inflammation. 7. Refined grain products that spike blood sugar and lack essential fiber. If you've identified even one of these items in your pantry, don't panic. Making gradual changes is the key to sustainable improvement. Start by replacing just one category this week. Next week, tackle another. Small, consistent changes add up to dramatic health improvements over time. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Even reducing these foods, rather than eliminating them completely, can make a significant difference in your health. It's about progress, not perfection. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 5 below to let me know you're here. Think about Gerald from the beginning of our video, the 83-year-old who collapsed in his kitchen. After his frightening experience, he worked with a nutritionist to identify and remove these deadly foods from his pantry. 6 months later, his blood pressure had normalized, he'd lost 18 pounds, and his doctor was able to reduce 2 of his medications. He tells everyone that he feels better now than he did a decade ago. You deserve to feel your best too, regardless of your age. By making these simple changes to your diet, you're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. Imagine having more energy to play with your grandchildren, pursue your hobbies, or simply enjoy each day with greater vitality. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. The choices you make today determine your health tomorrow. Isn't it worth taking a few minutes to check your pantry and make these simple swaps? Your future self will thank you for the gift of better health. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.